Hunting bear in Sugar Grove or deer in Elburn. I'm at home watching TV 17 outdoors.
Welcome, high school football fans. This is Larry Brassfield with my good friend Bobby Dundarby. It's week 4 of the IHSA season here tonight, and Bobby, it's hot, but it's a good night for football.
Oh, man, I'm excited, Larry. I wish you and me could get back on the field ourselves. You know what I'm saying? West Aurora got a great start off to the year. They're 3-0. They've outscored their opponents 133-3. Wow. This defense is unbelievable, and they're probably one of the fastest teams out there this year.
Right. Now, St. Charles comes in 0-3, but I got to think they're better than that record.
Well, they played two good teams. They do lose to South Elgin, and they lost to St. Charles East. So two good teams they did beat. But I'm telling you, the West Aurora defense, I think we're going to find out tonight how good they are.
Well, we are sure excited about it. Hope that you are too. We will be back with the kick after this here on TV 17.
Get ready for the fall hunting season by stopping in at JR Shooting Sports.
Stay warm when you're out on the hunt by choosing from a wide assortment of hunting apparel. JR also has a huge selection of guns for the hunt, as well as sports optics. And don't forget to stock up on ammunition because JR Shooting Sports is your fall hunting headquarters.
We're located on Oakhurst Drive in Aurora. And visit us on the web and on Facebook.
Welcome, high school football fans. We are finally about to kick it off. Week 4 of the Illinois high school football season. Kick is deep and fielded about the 8-yard line. That's number 21, Cameron Denotland.
He got brought down about on the 28-yard line there.
Bobby, what can you tell our listeners about Mr. Denotland?
Well, he's a fast runner, and he's got the speed that West Aurora has. And I'm going to tell you something. He was a 2-time 3A state champ high jumper. And
so he's got a shot at a third championship this spring.
Correct.
I heard best all-around athlete on the team. We'll be seeing more of him for sure. Offense shifting around.
Yeah.
You've got Denotland in a Wildcat there.
Watch out.
And he kept it, faking to Jacon Buchanan.
Looks like he gained about 3 yards.
Well, I tell you what, I got to feel a little bit of sorry here for the Glenbard East defense, and we have an injury on the first play. Let's hope this is just a cramp.
Okay, yeah.
Let's let them tend to this injury. Hope that he's okay, and we will be right back in a moment here on TV 17.
Summer may be over, but the Sugar Grove Family Fun Center will be open until October 31st. There's still time to enjoy the go-karts on our beginner course, as well as the slick track for the experienced drivers. Then walk over to the spectacular mini golf course for a round or two with your friends. And don't forget, the bumper boats and water wars are ready for those warm Indian summer evenings and weekends. Remember, the Fun Center is open until Halloween and is conveniently located on Route 47 and Jericho Road in Sugar Grove.
Boy, Eddie Fowler, number 50, a senior, helped off by his teammates. That is just sad to see.
Looked like an ankle or a knee. I couldn't tell, but he definitely wasn't putting pressure on that left side.
So after that crazy shift with Denotland shifting into the quarterback position, number 3, Will Tamaru, did take snap from under center in a more conventional set, picked up a few. Looks like they're looking at about 3rd and 3. Shotgun formation. Dylan Bernard on the left hip. That's complete to Denotland. They're going to have a hard time catching him down the sideline. Stiff arm.
Whoa,
and
I think he made it. Wow,
I thought he made it in. They're saying he got pushed out at about the 3. Off to the races they were. We were talking about him.
Nice pass, nice catch. And there was a defender on him. He still made a good pass and a good catch. Ran down the sidelines, and I think he's about, 2 or 3 yards short.
Holy acceleration, Batman.
Right off the bat, too. Here we go.
Boy, I'm with you, Aurora, coach, and there's no replays here, but I thought he made it in. And I think I did misspeak there. It was Buchanan in the backfield there. So now they have a power I formation. 2 big guys in front of Buchanan. Off the right guard, keeps his feet, driving close to the goal line, but does not get in.
That was Buchanan.
Buchanan, the ball carrier, takes it to the goal line.
You gotta like the big backfield, and they're going quickly to the line of scrimmage. Same formation, and the same player to the other side. Hit again!
Wow.
Number 17, Kevin Saxon from the safety position in the goal line D.
Glenbard East had 2 big stops. 2 big stops.
They actually lost yardage there, so now we are looking at 3rd and 2.
I actually wouldn't be surprised to see him go around the end now. Their speed is just something.
Power I right, pitch right, Buchanan working the tackle, and he's in for the score. Touchdown. Touchdown, Blackhawks.
West Aurora wasting no time.
Well, you know, you called it. They tried to go right up the gut. Right guard first time, left guard the second time, then they pitched it to him. And what'd he do?
He went around the corner and then kind of stepped in and jitter stepped and got in. You were right on that defense, though. Yep. You had 2 good stops. Here we go for the extra point.
Little gamesmanship as the Blackhawks come out, what I call the polecat formation. Just keeping the defense honest.
Good, right through.
Point after is good, and like that, the Blackhawks up by 7. We'll be back in a moment.
TV 17.
Your independent Allstate agent in Sugar Grove is David Weiss. David works for you to find the best rates on your home insurance, as well as your auto insurance. He's always looking for ways to help you save money. And so is his friendly, courteous staff. His office is conveniently located on Route 47 and Cross Street in Sugar Grove. Call him anytime at 630-466-7835.
Welcome back, high school football fans. The West Aurora Blackhawks marched convincingly. And Jaquan Buchanan punched it in from a couple yards out, putting the home team up by 7.
They showed their speed right away with that pass.
Right, that Cameron Denotland pass really got him down to the 3-yard line. That Ram defense made 2 good stops, but then Buchanan punched it in when they tossed it right. So now we get to see this big 3-4-D that you've been telling me about.
I'm really excited, Larry, to see what they're going to do here, because I'm telling you, they've done nothing but dominate. Obviously, 133-3 tells the story, but these guys are good.
Motion to the far side, shotgun snap, slip screen to the far side, gets a block across the 35.
That might be a first down.
Out near the first down marker, indeed.
Good first play for Glenbard East, I got to tell you.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Bobby. Quick observation. These Glenbard East Rams are not intimidated.
Yeah, well, they did score points on South Elgin and St. Charles East. I mean, they're here to play. Their schedule's been a lot tougher than West Aurora's, but I want to see this defense.
Number 7, Jared Reck, the quarterback. Inside give to number 4, Jack Oberly. Nowhere to go.
I got smothered. Good defensive play. I think about 5 to 6 people are on the boundary.
So as we talk about the big guys up front, number 75, Fabian Bartholonzo, checking in at 6'1", 285, just made the stop there. He's on the nose. Also keep your eye on the right defensive end, number 43, Denver Warren, 6'3", 295, just a sophomore.
And solid. Solid. He's got arms bigger than you, Larry. Sophomore.
I have no doubt his arms are bigger than mine.
Watch how quick he is.
Quick hitter here to the near side, complete to number 34. That's Matt Shockey, the wide receiver position. Good pursuit by the defense.
There. It's about a 3 or 4 yard pickup from here.
So back to that big Blackhawk D-line, anchoring the left end is number 93, Cameron Lewis Walker, 6'1", 300.
Yeah.
And you got to love the classic 3-4-D.
When you got the players that can play it, it's phenomenal.
And it starts with that big front, and they've got it. So now 3rd and 8 from their own 42, looking left, complete across midfield, cuts it back. Down to about the Blackhawk 38-yard line. I told you they're not intimidated.
No, they aren't. That was a good catch and a good pass, and I'll tell you what, that's going to wake West Aurora up real quick.
Had a little bit of time with the Glenbard East coaches earlier, and they said they're not intimidated, and the players are reflecting that here tonight.
If that's a 20-yard play, that's the biggest play put on them this year. It looks like it went about 20, didn't it?
Good protection by the O-line, composure. Hooked up the completion, 1st and 10.
Offsides, it looks like.
That's a drive killer if ever there was one.
Yeah.
You got momentum, you're picking up yards, you just completed a 20-plus yard pass, and now you're looking at 1st and 15.
Yeah, West Aurora last week against East High had 10 penalties in the first half.
Well, let's be wary of that. So they're looking to improve upon that, obviously. Fakes the inside give, drops back, now flush straight up the gut, out of the pocket, on the run,
Wide
complete.
Open. Wow.
There's a flag. He was over the line of scrimmage. This is coming back.
Wow.
I believe this is coming back, folks.
Because that was a 40-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah.
Penalty on the play.
Well, and what was misleading was the down marker was back at the 45, and he let loose of it right at the 42, so
Gotcha.
in front of the original line of scrimmage, but over the line of scrimmage.
But he was wide open. That was a good play. They set that up on West Aurora. Boy, I'm a West Aurora fan, being from Aurora West myself. I got to tell you, that penalty West Aurora needed.
That's what gets coaches reaching for the Tums. My, oh my.
This quarterback is boom, boom, boom. Like you said, he's not intimidated at all for Glenbard East.
You know, you got to be a little bit of a gutsy kind of guy, especially when you're facing the likes of 300-pound D linemen coming hard. It's also a loss of down with that. So now they're looking at 2nd and 20. Straight quarterback run off the right side, picks up a few.
Quarterback keeper around the right end.
I'm afraid I may have mispronounced Jared's last name. I heard the PA call it Reich, not Wreck.
Okay. Looks like it's 3rd and 15, Larry, as they're coming up to the line.
What's a classic 3rd and 15 call? A draw or a screen? Look for a short screen.
Boy, they're throwing the ball.
Rolling left, back to the right. He's got a block across the 40 and the 30, down across the 20, and he is in for a score.
Wow.
Touchdown, Rams. in spite of 2 penalties,
Wow.
they come back and don't convert. They scored.
And they scored good. I'm going to tell you, the comeback after a play like that, you know how a lot of times you get set back, you got a penalty. They came out with kind of what you called the screen to the right. Boom.
Number 34, Matt Shockey, shocked the Blackhawk defense and this home crowd as they look to tie it up here with the point after. Spot is down. The kick is no good.
Shift into savings now at your local Kubota dealer. Kubota's RTVX series is the best-selling diesel utility vehicle in the industry, earning their place by setting the standard for being durable and reliable under all kinds of conditions. Right now, you can get long-term financing as low as 0% APR for up to 5 years on new Kubota RTVX utility vehicles. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Welcome back to Ken Zimmerman Field here in beautiful West Aurora. Beautiful night for football. Cameron Denotlin returning the kickoff out across the 25-yard line. So, Bobby, we were talking about it, and, you know, we said this Ram team better than the record indicated, and even though West Aurora had the big play and then the eventual score, they answered, and that's big.
Yes, it is, and they answered on that front defense and that 3-4 that West Aurora's played great all year. So, looks like we're in for a game tonight, Larry, but something about West Aurora, if they score real quick here again.
Denotlin shifts out of the quarterback position again, and flags come flying down.
Oh, offsides, Glenbard East, it looks like.
Uh-oh.
Is that what it was? Yep.
It is.
Well, I think they kind of fooled them, too. They ran all over the place, West Aurora, and all the shifting, I think, kind of pulled Glenbard East off. Looks like a timeout.
We'll take one as well. Back in a moment here on TV 17.
Hodges Westside Truck Center is the place to go if you need a work truck for your business. Hodges offers a wide variety of trucks to meet your needs, and we have 2 locations to serve you in Marengo and in Elburn, and that's where you can browse around and find the right truck for you. We also service what we sell. We have an excellent parts and customer service department, and we also have a complete workshop to make the repairs you need to keep your truck on the road. Our Elburn facility is located on Main Street just east of Route 47, and in Marengo you can find Westside Truck Center on Route 20 Grant Highway near I-90.
Welcome back. The Aurora Blackhawks looking at 1st and 5 from their own 31-yard line.
They split out 3 to the right.
As Buchanan taking a direct snap, and it was high. Great penetration by the D-line. Yeah, they actually lost yardage there, Bobby.
Glenbard East was ready for that, looked like. They were right up the middle. That play was designed for him the whole way out.
So now they come back to a conventional setup, if there is such a thing. Will Tamaroo.
2 split right.
Quick hitter to Denotlin out on the far side. Makes the first 2 guys miss, then splits the secondary out to the 45.
They are fun to watch, I got to tell you. Talk about quick feet. He could have been down as soon as he caught the ball, and he got away from that.
You know, and the amazing thing, you know, older guys like us, 3-sport athletes are pretty common, but you don't see it anymore. He truly is not a 3-sport athlete, but he's a 3-sport stud.
Yeah. Quick feet, man. That was...
Tamaroo with a couple backs behind him. Misdirection. Give to Buchanan up the middle through to the secondary.
Still on his feet.
And out near the first down marker.
He might have got it. He did get it. First down, West Aurora.
Blackhawks come quickly to the line. 1st and 10 at the Ram 45-yard line. Another misdirection give to the second man through. Still on his feet into the secondary. Cameron Moore busting it through.
Wow. I got to tell you something. He was, caught 5-10 yards after he got the ball. He broke for ran for another 15. West Aurora's got another player down.
Glenbard East player number 14, Jack Baca. Might be cramping with this heat.
Yeah.
Take another injury timeout. Back in a moment.
20 years, Peg's on Main Street in Maple Park has provided quality professional hair care for the entire family. Peg and her staff keep up on the latest fashion trends for adults and children. She also carries a wide variety of hair care products for your convenience. And when they're finished pampering your hair, you can walk over and browse around the fantastic on-site gift shop. Stop in anytime at Peg's on Main in downtown Maple Park or give them a call at 815-827-3051.
1st and 10 for the Blackhawks from the Ram 15-yard line.
Got 22 in motion.
It's
Flag already down, so I don't know if that's going to be offsides.
Trevon Tittle out of his fullback position.
I got to tell you, 22 went around end, and he was wide open. If they run the same play.
Just trying to get my eye here on this Blackhawk offensive line. We talk so much about the big guys for the defensive line, and boy, there's so many offensive
and they have depth.
weapons.
You noticed all the changes. They got great depth on both offense and defense. Big team this year.
Two-back set, give to the second man. That's Buchanan, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, Blackhawks.
Boy, oh boy, what a great couple moves. Man. What'd they call that guy back in the day, Oklahoma, that little squirt like a June bug, Pruitt. He's got those quick boom, boom, booms.
What an impressive drive Bobby does.
Sounds good. I'm going to tell you, we needed it. West Aurora answered back pretty quick.
Give credit to the offensive line. They pounded the rock. Point after, no good. That's always big. Back after this here on TV7.
Love fried food, but the problem is it's fried in oil. Lots and lots of oil. And that means added calories. But what if you could eat the fried foods you love with little to no oil, without the guilt, and without the extra calories, but still have that great taste? Imagine mountains of piping hot French fries, crisp, snap-apart onion rings, golden fried chicken wings, guilt-free. Introducing the Power Air Fryer XL, the 6-in-1 revolutionary kitchen miracle with one-touch technology that fries with superheated cyclonic air, with little to no oil and up to 80% less fat.
We're so sure you're going to love your Power Air Fryer XL. You can try it risk-free in your home for 60 days. If you don't absolutely love it, send it back for a refund, no questions asked.
This special offer will end without notice, so you must call or go online right now.
Do it or go 1-800-384-1549 or go to powerairfryer.com. This offer is not available in stores, so don't delay. Call now.
Here at the kickoff, bouncing across the 30. That's going to go out of bounds and give Glenbard East very good field position. Tell you what, Bobby, these Blackhawks have a whole lot of speed.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to need it tonight. They're going to get a game tonight. They haven't had anything like this in the first 3 games. They had their way with everybody. So Glenbard East, like he's mentioned it right from the get-go, they came out and they showed no signs of being intimidated. And they moved the ball, scored, and they're just a touchdown away.
Right, you know, and it's good to see the Blackhawks get challenged because, as you say, running away the first 3 games, 133-3, really need to see what they're made of. And now that they've got a quality opponent, see how they stand that test.
Yeah, with South Elgin coming up next week.
Reich with the give to Johnson on the jet sweep. Nowhere to go.
Defense looked good on that one as they just covered the ball. They covered everything.
Well, it starts with that right defensive end, Denver Warren, holding contain, and then good pursuit, good team speed on the defensive side.
Yep.
Now, Glenbard East did have success a couple times throwing the ball.
That's where they look vulnerable. I bet they come right back with it. I would.
Two receivers to the right, tight end shifting here to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Reich with the inside give, picks up a few.
Yep.
Will bring up 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup.
It's a gutsy run by number 4, Jake Oberle. We're going to see a lot of him, and he's my size, Bobby, 5'9", 180.
Right.
A little bit taller than that.
Yeah, a little bit. You're in better shape, though.
No, I'm not. I'm an old man.
Here we go.
3rd and 5 from the 40.
Now they got him
Shotgun formation, fakes, pumps right, still holds on. It's got a receiver break it open. Caught. It's number 12, Kenny Adams. What a great job going up and getting the ball.
Holy cow, he had a defender on him and still made the catch. What was that, about a 50-yard toss? 40 yards. Ball on about the, what is that, the 28?
All the way
22.
down to the 22-yard line.
Glenbard East has had great success throwing the ball. So.
Well, and when you look at the size advantage that West Aurora has, running it up the gut is going to be painful and largely ineffective.
Yeah, and the defender was there. It was a great catch.
Right. Tight end shift to the far side. Right. Takes the snap. Quick hitter. Whistle dead. It's going to be illegal procedure.
That's what they got?
You knew that was an offensive penalty because they whistled it dead. Had it been on the defense, the play would have continued. Perhaps a teachable moment. You mentioned that the Blackhawks struggled with penalties last week.
Yeah, and that'll catch up to you. Unfortunately, with East Aurora not being, I guess, as well as West Aurora, they could afford the penalties, but that still goes to mental toughness, you know. Nobody wants to see the penalties, but now Glenbard East had a couple.
Senior quarterback Reich sends a man in motion once again. Quick hit to the far side, slip screen. Kenny Adams once again, nice spin back to the far side.
Wow.
He ran about 25 yards and gained nothing.
But that was a cute little pass, but you see how they did that little crisscross?
I call it a slip screen because they actually threw that while the tight end was going out to get the block on the defender. He slips in under it, caught it, pivoted back the other way, but he had nowhere to go.
Good play, though, but West Aurora stopped it.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. We'll turn it around, bring you the second quarter action after this. You're on TV 17.
Four-wheel steering is why I get up in the morning.
The only thing better than the smell of fresh cut grass is the smell of perfectly level, fresh cut grass.
That yellow seat's my favorite chair.
You want to find a John Deere dealer? Just set your GPS to Tractor Experts.
When my grandson grows up, it's his, but it's all mine now.
That's how we run, and nothing runs like a Deere.
Stop by at Buck Brothers anytime, Route 20 and 47, Hampshire.
So here to start the second quarter, Glenbard East trailing by 7. 2nd and 15 from the 27. He is on a roll, complete.
Wide open.
Kenny Adams is his man.
Right, wide open right there on about the 18-yard line.
I kind of like that play call because, you know, we've talked about the big guys and the team speed, but you put the guy on the run.
Away from them.
Get it up in the air, and I tell you what, that Kenny Adams,
yeah,
he goes and gets it.
And he could have ran around the end, too, so now you got two things set up. I thought he was going to keep it.
So now the Rams take their time with this 3rd and 5 call from the Blackhawks 17-yard line. Tight end right, slot left, single back in the shotgun. Quarterback keep off the right end. Hit hard. Will bring up 4th and about 3.
Quarterback keeper, and he got hammered.
That's kind of old school there.
Oh, yeah.
Direct snap to the quarterback. I'm going off the right side.
Right.
Now it looks like without hesitation they are going for it. As Wright comes back in, makes the call, breaks the huddle.
What is it, about 4 yards?
4th and
5.
4th and 4.
Here we go.
Slot left. Shotgun.
I say the quarterback's going to roll this way this time.
Looking left. Fade to the corner. Adams. Defended well. Wow.
That was broken up by West Aurora. That was
number 18, Adrian Ruiz.
Looked like he was going to have a touchdown there. West Aurora jumped up the last minute and blocked it away.
And that's just sheer athleticism. They're running the fade to the corner, man on man. Who's going to get the ball? I thought Kenny Adams had it.
Yeah, the last minute.
Ruiz closed and made the play.
So West Aurora takes over.
Big stand. You know, and actually just felt a little bit of a breeze up here. Bobby, you feeling it too?
Well, just wait, because when these West Aurora runners take off, you're going to feel another breeze. Oh, I'm such a homer. Sorry.
Timeout, Blackhawks. Back in a moment.
TV 17.
Pio. The best of Pilates and the best of yoga fused together to create a body sculpting and weight loss miracle.
I'm 40 and I have a better body than I did when I was in my 20s. I lost 43 pounds and it took only about 30 minutes a day.
I never thought that was ever going to be a thing, or this. 26 pounds and 20 inches. This program gives you results.
The secret? I've combined the best of Pilates and the best of yoga, so you get long, lean muscles and flat abs. But here's the game changer. I fused it with low-impact cardio sequences, so you get a fat-burning workout at the same time. And it's doable. People are having so much fun.
Operators are standing by. Call 1-800-429-0780. That's 1-800-429-0780, or go to trypio.com. That's 1-800-429-0780. Call now.
Here comes West Aurora. They're up to the ball now. Here we go.
1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Denotland took the direct snap, faked, and got hit hard.
They were waiting for that one. They were looking at him.
So you've been to most of these West Aurora games so far this year? You've seen them at least once?
Yeah,
if not twice?
and the fun thing is, like I said, though, it's hard to judge with the competition they play. Glenbard East is giving them a game.
What I'm wondering was, did they have Denotland in that quarterback wildcat direct snap like we're seeing tonight?
Yes, that's part of their
package.
Run. Yep.
Okay. Tamaru gives to the second man through off the right side.
Carried a couple people, but he got brought down, a gain of about maybe 5 yards.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and about 7. And this Ram defense is holding their own.
Yes, they are. I look for a little flare pass here by West Aurora. Get something out on the outside and let the runner go one-on-one with the defensive back. We'll see.
It starts with, the personnel and what's the scheme. You've got Tamaru, quarterback in, rolling right, going to keep and get dragged down. Actually loses a couple yards.
Yeah.
Score 1 for the defense.
Glenbard East. They're here to play.
Oh, nothing like a 3 and out to make a defensive coach breathe a heavy sigh of relief.
Yes, and West Aurora took that timeout right from the beginning when they had the ball. That thought they were going to set something up. And they're going to be punting the ball. West Aurora is going to be punting it from their own 5-yard line.
Appears to be number 1,
this
Jeremy
may be their
Johnson.
first or second punt of the year. I don't even know if they punted last week.
Jeremy Johnson settled in about his own 47. End over end punt.
And a good
It's going to bounce. He's got it at the 40, though. Making his way up here the near side and dragged out of bounds.
Yep.
Nice return. Just over 9 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Bobby, we do have a game on our hands tonight.
Yes, we do, and it's going to be fun to watch what happens in the last quarter going into halftime.
You know, we always talk about, you know, just the sheer emotion of high school football, and you got to love it. And what about this West Aurora band? Holy cow. But you know what? Right now, it's quiet.
Yeah, well, West Aurora's got to wake them up to get something going.
Well, and it's quiet because that Glenbard East defense stopped them with
it's scaring them. West Aurora hasn't run into that. I'm telling you, that was the second punt of the year.
Well, and maybe one of their first and only 3 and outs of the year.
Yeah, that's that too. They'll adjust. I really believe they will, but we got to see. I mean, you said it earlier. Glenbard East is just not intimidated. They're here to play. They want to get a win.
Tight end right, slot right, inside give. That's Oberly with nowhere to go.
About a yard, maybe.
You also noticed Glenbard East taking their time with the play call.
Yeah.
And what they're doing is they're keeping that Blackhawk offense off the field.
Keeping the speed off as much as they can. When you got 3 guys that can run and score from anywhere in the field.
Oh, I think they got more than 3.
Right, I should have said that. You're right.
But yeah, they're just very multifaceted with the weapons they've got.
Delay a game, maybe. I don't know.
Timeout. Good time for us to take one as well. We'll be back in a moment.
TV 17.
Well, there's cell phones, jewelry, TVs, and baby clothes, computers, arcade games, MP3s, and stereos, backpacks, jackets, toys, and fresh produce, eye exams, appliances, rugs, and cowboy boots, good food, drink, shades, and head accessories, fragrances, massages, hats, music, DVDs, custom shirts, beds, purses, and socks galore, dresses, blankets, dollar items, and so much more. Find anything from anywhere, from the common to the rare. There's good times to share at 7 Mile Fair. Opens at 9 until 5. Located in Caledonia, right off the I. Find anything from anywhere, from the common to the rare. There's good times to share at 7 Mile Fair. Opens at 9 until 5. Located in Caledonia, right off the I. Where weekends mean bargains. 7 Mile Fair.
8:14 left to play here in the first half. Quarterback Jared Reck bringing his Ram offense. Fakes the pump to the right, back to the left. Great defensive play there.
Yeah.
Number 16.
Broke that up.
Lesrion Tittle. Lesron. Well, I tell you what, he nearly could have intercepted that ball.
He got there right when the ball did, I'll tell you. Now we're looking at third down. West Aurora's got to be ready for the pass. We're at 3rd and 9. Come on, West Aurora, you got to watch the pass.
We were just talking about how quiet it was, and the band and the home crowd are bringing it back. Reck on a roll. On the run, complete. Wow. Kenny Adams.
Kenny's been all over the place, wide open.
He's money.
Man, I'm going to tell you, that's, if you're West Aurora, you got to be telling yourself, how is he open? That's like the second or third time he was open. The other 2 times he just out-jumped the defender.
Well, let's look at what kind of cushion he's getting, because I thought, well, yeah, there you go. He's got a good, almost a 10-yard cushion. And if you've got speed like that, he's going to find a way to get open.
Good point. Here we go. Back
straight drop from the gun, looking left. Intercepted.
Yes. West Aurora intercepted.
That's Ruiz once again. He shut it down on the fade in the corner, and he came up with the big pick. Boy, he read that.
Right when we said West Aurora, I said West Aurora's got to keep an eye on him. Boom. They went to him, and West Aurora was ready.
My, oh my, you know, we talk about all those offensive weapons, but defensively, Adrian Ruiz has just stepped up and made 2 big plays.
Yes, he did. And
First
like
in
you
the
said earlier, he could have caught the screen pass by himself. He knocked it out. But this one was good.
Well, that was actually Tittle that broke it up. But Ruiz broke it up in the end zone before, and with the big pick there. And now you got the big guy, number 32, the bigger Tittle, Trevon, rumbling.
5'10", 220, and boy, he just bowled his way up to what? Is that a first down or close? About a yard from the first down. Gain of 9 yards.
And yet another sophomore starting on the varsity. I tell you what, this West Aurora program has some depth and quite a future. If you've got this kind of talent in 2 or 3 sophomores,
right?
Wow.
Glenbard East read that one. They got into the backfield. Probably about a 2-yard loss.
20 ball carrier, more. 33, 42.
Good push by the interior Ram defense there. Actually pushed them back a couple. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Blackhawks.
Yeah, West Aurora's got to get some momentum so we get that band playing again. They're going to keep moving the ball because Glenbard East is here to play.
Tight formation, give to the fullback. That's
close.
Tittle.
Got it. First down.
17, first down, Jackson.
So you got to stop Tittle up the middle, the bowling ball, or you got the speed on the outside.
Well, and that's, you know, with that wing tee in any option, you gotta stop the dive.
And now they're going to set him up because now they got to watch the guy down the middle.
I'd run it again. Misdirection. Ball's on the ground.
Aurora fumbled.
Looks like the Blackhawks recovered it, but will have lost yardage.
Well, I hope you're right. We got it? You're not saying that. West Aurora kept the ball.
Yes, they did. They'll retain possession.
Was it about a 2 or 3 yard loss there, too?
Yeah, at least they're going to be looking at 2nd and 15 now. But, you know, back to that wing tee, and whenever you're running that option, you have to stop the fullback. Right. And if you don't, they will just hammer that fullback. They will hammer it until you stop it. And then once you stop it.
That reminds me of Nebraska, what they did every year. They did set that up like that.
Absolutely.
And our buddy Minnesota's playing Nebraska next week, or is Northern playing?
Buchanan off to the far side.
IU's playing them tomorrow, Nebraska, I'm sorry.
But yeah, whether it's a wishbone or the wing tee, anytime you've got that option, first and foremost, you got to stop the dive.
Yeah.
And then when you suck in the defense, you stop the dive, then you open up the pitch or the counter give.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what kind of offense did they run when you were here?
I was tailback. We did the I formation. And I was a
classic
tailback.
I?
Right. It's funny, though, because my sophomore year, they did do the full house.
Pass in and out of the receiver's hands. That was Denotland. And we may be looking at another Blackhawk punt.
It's 4th down, right? We got 4th down. And yeah, 4th down and what, 10, 11 yards?
4th and 12.
4th and 12. So West Aurora's got to go out and punt again. They actually had a good punt, took a good roll, just a good return. And this only being the 3rd time, and we're in week 4, to be able to punt, that seems almost funny.
Number 7, Zach Jacobson will step in and punt for the Blackhawks. Jeremy Johnson about his own 25-yard line to field the punt. Another end over end punted away.
West Aurora bounce again.
And will not be returned.
Wow. Took a good West Aurora bounce. Was that down to the 15-yard line?
All the way from the 40. So, yeah, the roll really helped. Field position is big. So with 4:26 left to play here in the first half, Glenbard East gets another possession, trailing just by 7.
We got a football game.
So you think we're going to see him go back, putting the ball in the air?
They're very successful with that. I wouldn't be surprised. That's their bread and butter, it looks like. They got a go-to guy. And I got to say, the quarterback hasn't made many flaws other than that one interception. He's rolled out and thrown the ball again.
Rack on a roll, just gets rid of it in time, complete to number 34, rumbling all the way across the 45-yard line.
Wow.
Matt Shockey.
Wow.
What a great name. He shocked that Blackhawk defense there. He ran over one.
He carried 3 people with him for the last 15 yards. That was a great run after the catch.
Listed at 6'2", 205, but he was running like 245.
Yeah.
Keep your eye on Monday, number 12, all the way here to the numbers by himself. And Rack is rolling, pumps that way, back to the far side. It's Shockey again.
Another first down.
And look who made the tackle there is number 9, Buchanan, playing both ways.
I like the quarterback play by Glenbard East, I got to tell you. He rolls out, he's rolled out both ways.
Keeping his composure, which is not easily done when you got 3 300-pounders snorting at you and coming at you.
Right.
Quick hitter here to the near side. That's Monday. And I just got
number 12.
Kenny Adams. I'm sorry. There was a famous Olympic gold medal wrestler named Kenny Monday. It's Kenny Adams. Forgive me, Mr. Adams. Will not make that mistake again. And I got to think that the Blackhawk defense, no matter what the last name, they got their eye on number 12.
I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to come out throwing.
And they got press coverage by Ruiz. 3rd and 1. Rack going to keep it.
Quarterback's going to keep it.
Off the right side. Picks up the first down.
Little jitter step, and he got the first down. Good hustle.
Great block out front. I hope we can get it on the replay. Number 67, Dylan Marin. Mano on mano with big number 93, Cameron Lewis Walker, who lost his helmet. And in high school football, you must come out. Your helmet comes off.
They're spreading it out again. I'm looking to see one. I'm thinking he's going to go to the post right now.
Rack with the straight drop out of the gun. Flag is down. Finally unloads it down the right sideline. Pass is complete and then dropped. I think it will all be irrelevant due to a holding penalty. Chop block. It's coming back. Cannot block below the knees outside of the tackle box. And apparently that was what happened there.
But that quarterback rolling out every time, he's dangerous, I'm telling you.
Really costly penalty as that is a spot foul, 15 yards from the infraction. All the way back to the Glenbard East 47.
I got to tell you, West Aurora's been getting some help for these penalties.
Watch for a screen. Trips left, single receiver right. Rack rolling left, pressure from behind, but he got rid of it.
Intercepted.
Intercepted.
West Aurora, number 7.
Zach Jacobson.
Jacobson with the interception.
Stepped in front of it. Big play for the Blackhawk defense.
The noise starts up, man. From penalty to interception, West Aurora. Hopefully we'll get some momentum with the last 3 minutes here going into the half.
That's a good point. Very good point, Bobby, because there's just over 3 minutes to play. This Blackhawk offense is certainly explosive.
I'd keep the ball on the ground and run it out for 3 minutes and hope they can break one. That's me, though. Going to momentum.
I've always heard the last few minutes of the first half and first of the second half are the most important. There's Tittle down the right sideline, lumbering, pushed out of bounds all the way down
Our big
to the
lumber
12-yard line.
Right up the middle, broke it to the right.
Trevon Tittle.
Knocked out of bounds on about the 10-yard line.
Pushed out of bounds about the 13-yard line. What I was starting to say, the last couple minutes of the first half and the first couple of the second half is where momentum swings so many times. But, boy, that was just 8 seconds. Tittle again, and why not? All the way down inside of the 2.
Yeah.
You got to give it to him one more time, do you not?
Carrying him, boy. That's got to be one more run in.
Right?
Give it to him.
The
Unless
big
he's
guy.
tired.
No, man, he's carried the load. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but you got to give him the
That
ball
is on
one
the
more
1
time.
yard line.
Yeah.
One more, and then
He's literally put him on his back, and he's carried him this far.
you called it. I think he's in.
And he punches it in. Yes, he does.
Touchdown, West Aurora.
T.D. Tittle.
Boom.
3 times for a score.
Boy.
So we've got a correction. That was not a touchdown. They moved it back, took the points off the board. Give it to Buchanan, who finally punches it in.
There's the touchdown.
It's unfortunate that Tittle didn't get to punch it in. Don't know exactly what went on there. There was a flag
Might have
on.
been a personal foul.
Well, we thought that they were lining up for the extra point, and then you see that the 19 went back to a 13. The only beef was that's Tittle's touchdown.
Yes, it is. He
Well,
covered.
they know who got him
He
there.
covered 60 or 70 of those
They know who
yards.
got him there. You know, and regardless of who punches it in, it shows the depth, the number of weapons, and the explosiveness of this Blackhawk offense. Boy, line drived it through, but the point after is good, extending the lead to 14. Blackhawks 20, Rams 6. Back after this.
On TV 17.
Whether you're a seasoned hunter or getting ready for your first hunt, you'll need to be prepared. JR Shooting Sports is your complete shooting sports retail center.
We can outfit the entire family, including ladies and youths.
We'll equip you for the hunting season with a full line of shooting accessories.
And don't forget about your hunting, buddy.
JR Shooting Sports has your dog training collars, scents, and retrieving dummies to give you every advantage out there. Visit JR Shooting Sports today, a mile west of the Fox Valley Mall on Oakhurst Drive in Aurora.
Welcome back to Ken Zimmerman Field here at West Aurora High School on a beautiful night for high school football. West Aurora Blackhawks leading by a score of 20-6. Kickoff returned out across the 35-yard line. The Blackhawks took over with just over 3 minutes to play, and T.D. Tittle single-handedly carried the Blackhawk offense down to the 2-yard line. And then Jaquan Buchanan had the privilege of carrying it in one more time.
Yard, but it's fun to watch. What do you stop, the bowling ball up the middle, or you got the scat backs in the back?
Thunder and lightning.
Yes.
I just invented that. Nobody's ever used that in sports.
You should patent that.
I'll try. Patent pending. 2:06 left to play here in the first half. Trips left. Quarterback delayed give. Nowhere to go. And a late flag, I think, came in.
Well, if it's not a late hit, West Aurora was ready for that when they ran right up the middle and the 5 guys.
It's a face mask.
Face mask is the preliminary call.
We've got an injured Blackhawk defender down. We're going to have yet another injury timeout. Back in a moment here on TV 17.
If you're looking for a fun place to bring the kids, look no further than the Sugar Grove Family Fun Center on Route 47. Kids of all ages like to start out on the go-kart speedway. And for the drivers who want a bigger challenge, they can check out the slick track. Then cool off with water cannons you squirt your friends with on the bumper boats. Or load up the water balloons in buckets and sling them at your friends in Water Wars. And let's not forget our modern, fun-filled miniature golf course. Look for us on Route 47 in Sugar Grove between Jericho Road and Route 30.
Just under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Trailing by 14. Glenbard East not giving up. Airing it out on the right side. That's complete. Jeremy Johnson.
Holy cow. Another long pass. I'll tell you what, Glenbard East knows where they can move the ball, and it's throwing it. He got behind the defensive back there.
I love the resilience that this Glenbard East Ram team is showing here tonight.
Well, and he's got the talent to roll out and run or throw it. Oh.
Quick hitter in and out of the hands off the far side again.
Wow.
Intended for Johnson.
That was a missed touchdown. It was a touchdown in and out of his hands. West Aurora caught a break there.
So they've gone to Johnson on the right side 2 times consecutively. What that tells this linebacker, they're going to come back to the other side and look for number 12,
right there,
Kenny Adams.
They're going to get him right in the end zone. They're going to float it right over the head.
Press coverage by Ruiz in his face.
Ruiz got to know it's coming.
Oh, yeah.
Got to know it's coming. Beautiful. Good defense.
Did we call that?
Wow.
That was exactly what they did, although they ran a short post. Good pressure there, and Ruiz break on the ball.
Was all over it.
He sure was. That's a good matchup.
Yeah, we got 2 good players.
Ruiz and Adams going at it. And I love that. I love the way Ruiz is getting up in his face, press coverage.
I got to think, too, here with 3rd and 10. I don't think they're going to kick a field goal. I think they're going to take 2 plays to get it in.
You know what would be a great call here is a quarterback draw. Wreck. Quick hitter to the right, back shoulder. Touchdown! How did he catch that?
Guy was all over him, too.
He sure was. The back shoulder pass, which is virtually indefensible, but how did he get to it?
I got to tell you, that was a great catch and a great throw again.
Boy, Jared Rack is just a gunslinger. If I had one word to describe him, I would say fearless.
Yes.
Spot is down. The kick is up. Good. And the Rams answered. It's still a 7-point margin. Aurora West 20, Glenbard East 13. Kickoff after this.
TV 17.
Your independent Allstate agent in Sugar Grove is David Weiss. David works for you to find the best rates on your home insurance, as well as your auto insurance. He's always looking for ways to help you save money. And so is his friendly, courteous staff. His office is conveniently located on Route 47 and Cross Street in Sugar Grove. Call him anytime at 630-466-7835.
So the visiting Glenbard East Rams, they answered with a touchdown of their own. It's a 7-point ball game. Kickoff fielded about the 25, out across the 45. Still on his feet across midfield, pushed out about the 30-yard line.
Wow.
Zach Jacobson, who had the interception before, really making his presence known. There's a flag all the way back. That could negate a big return.
Against West Aurora.
I literally felt and heard the groan from the home crowd.
Yes. Well, what was it? About a 60-yard, 50-yard return?
It was all the way from the 25, yes. A good 50-yard plus return going to be brought back. So the Blackhawks will start from their own 30-yard line.
I'll still be surprised if they put the ball in the air. I think they're going to run it and take a chance of breaking it. When you got these kind of runners, I'd be looking right up the middle first.
Titterell in the backfield. Tamarou airs it out.
Pass interference. Threw it out there. Looked like the defensive back hit him a little early.
Boy, when you got a guy as athletic as Cameron Donotlin is, it's almost unfair when you throw one out there like that on one-on-one coverage. Whether it was face guarding or pass interference. Now, Glenbard East benefiting from the high school rule, that's a 10-yard penalty. If that was college or pro, it would go from the spot.
I'd be throwing it to him too. He high jumped 7 feet in high school.
It's a good point. They're looking that way again. Tamarou, this one's over the middle. Holy cow.
Yes.
Moshe Rogers goes up. Wow.
That was unbelievable. Caught it in traffic, came down West Aurora, got the ball, and got momentum. You can hear some noise now.
Clock is running as they reset it.
Under a minute. Bad snap, picked up.
Tamarou does get rid of it, intercepted by the Rams.
No.
Hit hard, brought down at the 32-yard line. Number 5, Anthony Shockey, brother of the running back. That's a great play by a linebacker there.
Talk about stopping momentum. Right when you heard the music, West Aurora looked like you're going to do something, throw an interception. So Glenbard East is going to take over the ball. We got 42 seconds left, and we're locked into a 2013 football game, and they can throw the ball. So if I'm West Aurora, you got to get a little bit nervous here.
Younger brother Anthony Shockey, number 5, the linebacker, to his bigger brother, number 34, Matt Shockey, the senior. Glenbard East Rams take their final timeout. We'll take one as well. Back in a moment. TV 17.
Strict attention to detail. That's what sets the new Pure Kubota SSV 75 apart. It's how we improved performance, increased strength, and engineered it precisely at every level. See your local Kubota construction equipment dealer and get financing as low as 0% APR for up to 60 months.
.42 seconds left to play here in the first half. Glenbard East trailing by 7. One final possession.
They're going to throw it again.
Wreck complete out near the first down marker. That's Jeremy Johnson once again.
Got the first down.
Which stops the clock momentarily. They reset it as they spot it.
35 seconds left to go here, Larry.
Trips left, Johnson right. Slant pass complete.
Boy, one step away from breaking that.
However, it was a slant or a short post, but he split the linebacker and the safety perfectly. Reck did a good job of getting him the ball. And they are on the march, looking to tie it before the half is done. On the roll, buying time. Down the right sideline, overthrown.
All right.
About Kenny Adams and Jeremy Johnson both.
Here's your man right here.
With nobody on him.
Back.
He's got a 15-yard cushion.
No give up.
From the backside, though. Makes him miss. Makes another man miss. Scrambles out of bounds with 2 seconds. Stops the clock. What a heady play. very deep.
You got 3 on the right side. Number 12 is one of them. So
Jeremy Johnson by himself at the numbers here on the near side. Reck buying time, looking to the end zone. Deep into the end zone and overthrown. I tell you what, that concludes one exciting first half of football.
give Glenbard East all the pounding they want, and they come back. They didn't come in intimidated. They came to play ball today, Larry.
Best first half of football I've seen so far this year. Really looking forward to bringing you the second half after this here on TV 17.
Yeah.
Hodges Westside Truck Center is the place to go if you need a work truck for your business. Hodges offers a wide variety of trucks to meet your needs, and we have 2 locations to serve you in Marengo and in Elburn, and that's where you can browse around and find the right truck for you. We also service what we sell. We have an excellent parts and customer service department, and we also have a complete workshop to make the repairs you need to keep your truck on the road. Our Elburn facility is located on Main Street just east of Route 47, and in Marengo you can find Westside Truck Center on Route 20 Grant Highway near I-90.
Welcome back, high school football fans. This is week 4 of the Illinois high school football season, and we have a game on our hands. The visiting Glenbard East Rams have stood strong against this vaunted and powerful West Aurora Blackhawk team.
And they're going to get the ball, start off the second half, and here we go.
Kickoff return just across the 30-yard line. And
10-yard run.
Talking about, we will see which coaches make the adjustments, but, I really got to give credit to these visiting Rams because they came in 0-3. West Aurora comes in 3-0, outscoring opponents 133-3, and they're hanging with them.
Yes, they are. And they got to find a way to stop the rollout quarterback because I'm telling you, he's a one-man show.
Well, he is, Jared Reck you speak of, the senior quarterback, has done a great job extending plays, buying time, and he's got a couple receivers that have done well for him, Jeremy Johnson and then also Kenny Adams.
Yeah.
Inside give with nowhere to go. And we talked about
ready to stop, and they got it.
And we talked about those big guys up front having kind of a quiet first half, but you're out of the gate. Fabian Barth Alonzo with the stop.
Yeah, that middle front, and you got to give Glenbard East credit. They stayed out of the middle, and they moved the ball.
Right, and that had to be very intentional. We were talking about it. When you're outsized, why would you want to run into the size disadvantage? So they
got
trips left, motion to the far side. That's Johnson. High snap, swing pass to Johnson. Gets a block, splits the defender. Pushed out of bounds, but he gained a few.
And I got to tell you, Glenbard East ends that weren't in the game were blocking really good. They made that happen. They were all took a defensive back with them.
Kind of interesting to me that they sent Johnson in motion, they faked the jet sweep, and then throw to him. Because, if you're drawn to the fake, you're going to be there for the pass. But as you said, good blocking on the outside.
Yeah. Glenbard East has a good fight. They're playing a tough game. Give them credit.
3rd and 5 from the 36. Reck looking right, quick hitter, complete.
Nice catch.
Tackled after just a very short gain, and you would think that the Rams will bring on the punting unit.
West Aurora blitzed on that play. They held it back. He threw it pretty quick, and that was a great catch again. But West Aurora defended it well. It looks like they are going to punt.
Bring a 4th down for the Rams.
Number 7, Zach Jacobson, who made a couple big plays in the first half, one with notable interception.
Yeah, he had the big run back too.
Back to field the punt, settling in around his own 27.
Whoa!
Oh, there's a flag. Oh boy, that's just too bad.
Did he call it fast enough, I wonder?
Oh boy, yeah, he was trying to make the fair catch. And then hit before he ever had a chance. Now, I believe that that's only a 5-yard penalty, and rightfully so, but I could see where you could actually really label a guy.
Yeah.
Because if you're putting your hand in the air, signaling fair catch, the last thing you're thinking about is getting hit.
And it was kind of a late fair catch call. I got to say it was close, but here we go.
I believe it was a 15-yard infraction.
West Aurora's got the ball on the 49-yard line here.
It was a 15-yarder, and I think that's a fair call.
Yeah, because he could have got hurt. You're right. I mean, he was wide open to getting hit there.
2-back set, give to the big guy. Another flag comes in. Boy, there's just a street fight going on at this line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it is.
Let's get out our 50-50 raffle tickets. I've got a combination of Chris and Dan.
Big boy up front for East Aurora, for Glenbard East there, too.
Oh, yes, he is. That is number 92.
Yeah. He looks the 300-pounder.
How about 6'2", 330? Kashawn Spencer.
Now we're going backwards. What happened?
Yeah. Well, and the street fight analogy, I think, reflects what's going on out there.
Yeah. They're nullifying each other out down the line there.
Couple heavyweights trading blows. Buchanan working the left side. Never brought down.
He hits the holes, I'll tell you that.
So what is the expression about good running backs? Patient to the hole.
Follow the blocking till the hole opens.
And then explode through.
And keep your head up. That's the hardest thing is, you take a hit, your head automatically goes down. The hardest thing is to keep your head up while you're running into it.
But I see that in Chacon Buchanan. Patient to the hole, good vision. Now we got Donatlin in the Wildcat, fakes, keeps it, nearly stumbled, stays on his feet, across the 45-yard line.
Hard run.
It's getting physical down here, Bobby.
It is. They're getting in the trenches now. We got a game, and both teams know it. There's hitting on both sides.
I love it. I love it.
Well, it reminds us of old school football.
It's the best kind. And I tell you what, this is quite a matchup we have seen thus far. Third and 12 from their own 47.
We're throwing this one. I just don't know to where.
Tamaru, deep drop, screen to Buchanan. Runs into his own man, crosses midfield. It's going to bring up 4th and about 7.
Almost happened too quick. Like we said, he got to follow the blockers. They actually ran into him.
Well, with the deep drop, this old linebacker smelled that screen. And I think I'm not the only one, but actually running into his own blocker threw off the timing as much as anything.
Yeah. All right, got less than 8 minutes already here in the second quarter. We got to see what's going to happen. West Aurora's got to move the ball. They're going to have to turn it over here.
You know, and it was a really long first half. There was a lot of injuries, some penalties, a lot of stoppages, and seems to be a quick start to the third quarter here so far.
Well, we're going to see on the punt here.
Jacobson punts
punt,
it away.
Nice punt to the 10-yard line.
Johnson from the 12, pushed out of bounds as he crosses the 20. Did a good job of saving field position.
All right, as you know, I bragged about West Aurora's defense. I think this is we got to see them now. They've got to show something and stop this rollout quarterback.
I'm feeling the band, Bobby. You got the band back together.
Music. Music. You said it earlier. When you hear the music.
It stirs the soul. Let's go hit somebody.
It brings out that extra adrenaline that was just sitting there waiting for action.
All right, you got to make sure you put this broadcast out there. Your Facebook friends got to love hearing you.
This is fun. West Aurora's got to show something right now.
Wreck with the keeper off the left end.
Looks like we're ready for him.
Got a nice block, though. Kenny Adams leading the way.
And they were blitzing in there. Did you see that? They sent a linebacker in there. That's really what they have to do to mix up the quarterback there.
Hadn't heard or read much about the senior quarterback, Jared Reck, but as the game goes on, I just continue to be impressed.
Yeah, me too. I mean, especially because we thought or hoped this West Aurora defense was supposed to be really good. They're sending one from the other side this time.
Fake it from the inside, coming from the backside. That's Buchanan. Nice catch on the run to the money man, Kenny Adams.
Yes. And I got to tell you, he looks maybe 150 pounds soaking wet.
Listed at 160, so he's really 150.
Yeah. But, boy, he got up for the ball. He's definitely a money man, like you said.
Well, you know, and what I was really impressed with there was he knew where the down marker was.
And the stepping, correct, yes.
Came back to it, and the quarterback had the timing. He caught it, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. The rambling wreck off the right side, nowhere to go. He's going to lose yardage this time.
They started blitzing, and they called the right side this time.
Lesron Tittle.
What they're doing is the way to stop the rolling quarterback. They're sending in a linebacker, and they're guessing on a side. That time they picked the right side.
This is interesting to me. I just realized, I don't know if they're brothers or they're cousins. We'll clarify that. But Lesron, number 16, checking in at 180 pounds, and he's a senior. The younger brother, TD Tittle, 5'10", 220, sophomore.
Wow. Here they go. They're sending him in again.
Another run blitz. Jeremy Johnson.
They're guessing on whatever. If he rolls out, they got him. If they don't, they're taking a chance. I like what they're doing. You should too. Being a linebacker, I bet you like the opportunity.
Oh yeah, I love me some run blitz there, and yeah, that was number 36, Ian Deischer. Not a big guy either. And maybe that's the adjustment that they made at halftime, is that the quarterback's giving them fits. Let's blitz him. They brought it off the corner. They brought it off the inside.
They're guessing on a side. If they get the right side.
Deischer again coming. Reck steps up, does get rid of it. Complete to Adams. Holy cow.
Just to get rid of the ball. Did you see he had people all over me, still got rid of the ball. That was about a 30, 40-yard throw. West Aurora is going to have to stop the pass because it's going to eventually, it's got to him too many times.
Well, and you know, Reck does such a good job of extending the play that the initial coverage is there, but you ask a DB to cover for more than 3-4 seconds, he's going to shake free.
And he's tough, like you said.
And Adams has another 8-yard cushion. I'd be pressing him. Quarterback keep off the right side. Got a nice block from Adams. Gets the corner. Down the sideline. Inside the 15. Down at the 10. The rambling Reck.
Wow. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a ball game. Glenbard East has no fear.
Kenny Adams threw a heck of a block on the corner to spring him.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, West Aurora's got to have some answers here.
Trips left. Johnson right. Reck rolling left.
They're going to throw it.
Gets rid of it to the end zone.
Over his head. Wow.
Just fell incomplete. Now, you might recall, do you remember, what was the one word I used to describe Mr. Jared Reck?
By one word?
One word. The way he's running that ball right now, fearless.
Fearless, and he is. And he's got the option to keep it. So, on that one, he could have did either one, it looked like. I think West Aurora got a break that he threw it because he could have ran that one in.
2nd and 10 from the 11. Ball on the near hash. Jack Oberle, the lone back on the inside. Johnson in motion to the far side. Delayed handoff, tackle for a loss. And that's the big guy up the middle. You've been calling for them.
Yes.
Cameron Lewis Walker.
Boom.
Making the play. You were the guy calling for the
middle,
D.
Copy in the middle. I'm surprised Glenbard East even goes there. They got shut down every time they went up the middle.
Third and 14 from the 15.
They're going to get one of those wide open in the corner, 12 or 15. They may cross. Now they're up on them, like you said. No cushion.
I'd be looking for a screen on the inside.
Almost at him.
Rex steps up, nowhere to go. Drag down from behind. Down he goes.
West Aurora front defense looking beautiful.
Lewis Walker once again.
Looks like they're waking up because that's what for the last 3 games, that's all you saw.
Well, I don't even know if we didn't get to watch the place kicker, but it would be a 39-yard field goal attempt from here. Looks like they never even gave it a thought. But what a tough play call when you've got 4th and 20 from your own 22.
They're definitely going in the end zone. I'll tell you that right now because they're going to try to get one-on-one.
It's screened back to the far side, gets a block to the sideline, and in for a score. But there's a flag down. Gotta think it's going to be a holding infraction, and it is.
Do you see how Glenbard East just they take their man and they're very, very disciplined. Boy. It's coming back.
Gutsy call.
I'm impressed with Glenbard East how they take their man out of the play.
They are certainly not playing like an 0-3 team.
No, they're not. And I got to be honest, West Aurora is not playing like a 3-0 team either.
Do you think West Aurora may have underestimated this visiting Ram team?
Yeah. You know, it might have got a little big head when you got 133-3. They had me believing.
The Rams take a timeout, and so will we. We'll be back in a moment.
TV 17.
20 years, Peg's on Main Street in Maple Park has provided quality professional hair care for the entire family. Peg and her staff keep up on the latest fashion trends for adults and children. She also carries a wide variety of hair care products for your convenience. And when they're finished pampering your hair, you can walk over and browse around the fantastic on-site gift shop. Stop in anytime at Peg's on Main in downtown Maple Park or give them a call at 815-827-3051.
Well, when you're looking at 4th and 20 from your own 25, a timeout is probably a pretty good idea. We'll see what the Rams came up with. It looks like they got 5 free yards there.
Yeah. West Aurora was going to send a blitz, and they went early, and he got outguessed, or that maybe he moved something on the count because it was very obvious.
Well, and we noticed that they've been blitzing a lot here to try and contain Rack.
Yeah, they're hoping they blitz into the side he rolls on. Here they come again.
Mishandles the snap, but picks it up. Looking to the end zone. Jump ball.
They're saying
touchdown.
Touchdown. Glenbard East. Wow.
Who came down with it? Number 1, Jeremy Johnson. Said it before, they were going to throw to the end zone, and they did.
Man. And West Aurora is really all over them. Those guys went up and got the ball. Well, now this kick is important to tie it up.
Very important indeed.
They did miss one earlier.
The Rec will handle the holding responsibilities. Spot is down, the kick is up. And we have a tie ball game, 20-20. Back after this here on TV 17.
A long weekend is just an excuse to get a long way from boring. With models up to 62 horsepower or room for 4. Go rugged. Go big. Go Gator.
Hi, I'm Dave Gieske from Buck Brothers in Hampshire. We have 3 other locations to serve you: Harvard, Wakanda, and Libertyville.
Welcome back, high school football fans. TV 17 Outdoors bringing you the best game of the year so far. We are knotted at 20 here at Zimmerman Field in West Aurora, Illinois. Shaquan Buchanan took the kickoff, brought it back all the way out to about the 43-yard line. Not only is it the best game so far this year, it is by far the best band that we have seen this year. So now the Blackhawks.
Penalty against the Blackhawks. Waiting.
If that was too many players or a huddle infraction, I don't even think they made it to the line of scrimmage. So they move back 5 yards. Misdirection off the right side. That's number 22. Ezekiel Salter. Whole lot of quicks. One of the many, many weapons here for the West Aurora Blackhawk offense. Shifting around, Tamaru again to Salter, down the right sideline, across the 30. Don't know if we even called his number at all in the first half, and now he's ripping off a couple consecutive runs. And the band and the crowd are back in it. We always talk about this game of emotion. Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well and be back in a moment here on TV 17. Tamaru gives to the big guy, TD Tittle, working the right side.
Tittle with the ball carrier. 8 first on the team.
Boy, what a tough offense to defend when you've got the likes of Salter, Tittle, Buchanan out of the backfield, and then you've got the receivers, Cameron Denotland, amongst others. Classic wing T formation, now to a veer. Buchanan off the right tackle, making men miss. All the way down inside the 5-yard line until he's hogtied. But a very impressive drive by this Blackhawk offense. Glenbard East came back and tied it up. But now West Aurora has gone a little bit of old school and they're pounding the rock. Tittle in for the score. Touchdown. Touchdown, Blackhawks. We talked about it before. TD Tittle had a couple very impressive runs in the second quarter. If you can't stop that fullback, you don't have much of a chance. With the number of weapons this Blackhawk offense has, what an impressive drive Bobby does.
Sounds good. I'm going to tell you, we needed it. West Aurora answered back pretty quick.
give credit to the offensive line. They pounded the rock. Point after, no good. That's always big. It's a 6-point game. Blackhawks 26, Rams 20. Back after this here on TV7. It's a kickoff, leading by 6. Jeremy Johnson from his own 16, working his way up the middle, out to about the 25, and a late flag comes in. Looks like it's going to be a holding penalty on Glenbard East. Well, I tell you what, Bobby, I was really, really impressed with this West Aurora Blackhawk offensive line, the way they responded, because let's face it, this crowd went silent when the game got tied up, but they came out and they just pounded the rock. 3 different guys, Salter, Buchanan, and then Tittle, pounding it in.
You got to remember, 3 weeks they haven't been in this situation. That's the other thing. They're in a game, and, you know, they haven't had to do this. But I got to tell you, I still give all the spirits to Glenbard East for the way they're playing. And that 1 point can make a difference down the road here, so I hope West Aurora gets the ball back.
Well, there's a whole lot of football yet to be played. We're still in the 3rd quarter. Johnson in motion to the far side. They like to throw to him when they do that. Flag comes down, knocked out of bounds. I see this. How do they not see that? They've run that play 3-4 times, have they not?
Yep, but like I said, what East is doing is their men, their players, are following up on these blocks.
Good downfield blocking. Yes, very good downfield.
You can tell it. It's making the difference.
The legal procedures to call, and I hope we have a review or replay that shows it. He may have been going towards the line of scrimmage as the ball was snapped in anticipation of that swing pass.
Right.
I believe that is the infraction because that flag came out as the ball was thrown.
Good point. Yep.
If only we had the kicking dog down on the sideline.
Right.
Thoughts and prayers go out to our good friend, the kicking dog. So now the Rams are faced with 1st and 15 from their own 10-yard line. Reck, he better get rid of it. Finally does. Dumps it to Shockey. Hit hard. Number 35, Anthony Hunt.
You can
Say
hear that.
hello.
Yes.
Oh.
Welcome to West Aurora.
Whoa. My kind of guy.
I was just going to say, those are your kind of hits.
We heard it up here. You're not exaggerating. Truly is a collision sport.
No pun intended, coming and going. It's collision.
But what a great call. And I tell you what, Reck got rid of that ball just in time.
Yeah. I like how Glenbard East, they had the safety for him. They had that little bailout at the end, and boom, it worked. Another timeout. The hit.
Great play, both sides. Inside give.
And they're stopped again.
Oberly.
For your ball carrier, Overly.
Well, here's another thing. That front line could be tired, too. They haven't had this kind of a game in three weeks. They've had it pretty easy.
And we do have, you know, Cameron Lewis Walker did go out after that last play. So in his place is Braxton Mays, who sounds like he should be at Aurora Christian. Maybe it's just the same last name. Post pattern over the middle. Intended for Adams, overthrown.
Good defense by West Aurora. That little guy will sky for the ball, and he hangs on to it, so it was overthrown. Nothing he could do. Good defense by West Aurora.
Now this is a big play, 3rd and 8. Glenbard East picked up that first down.
You're going to look for him to roll out, and he's either going to keep it or he's going to dump it.
They've also had good success with a couple of those screens.
Well,
so we've got the Adams-Ruiz matchup here to the near side.
A roll out. Yeah, who almost had him there? That's
Rack on the right side. Shockey. What a great catch. Went to his knees to bring it in. A great pass and catch.
39 almost got to the quarterback, but God, he's just a step away. The guy knows when to let go of the ball. He's playing great.
And that concludes 3 quarters of play. Stay tuned, folks. We got the 4th quarter coming at you here.
TV 17.
Here to start the 4th quarter of play. Glenbard East has 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. It's Jeremy Johnson on the jet sweep, and he's going to lose yardage.
Your varsity captains are Ariel Kolar.
Good penetration and contained by the defense there.
Manager Kiara Kato.
I think the defense has seen that jet sweep enough times that they sniffed it out, shut it down. Actually, a loss of 5. Johnson will be the lone receiver here to the near side, trips right. Oberly on the right hip. Motion right, delayed give to Oberly up the middle with a good hole. Out across midfield, picks up the first down.
Yes, that little delayed step made all the difference.
Well, and the other thing, ball in the left hash, trips right, motion right, delayed handoff up the middle. They really schemed that very, very well.
Yes, they did. I'm really impressed with Glenbard East play calling and their follow-ups.
And the execution. Similar formation with Oberly on the left side this time.
First down, I think he's going to throw it.
Motion again. Quick hitter. Nearly picked off. Davon Brooks, who normally wears a different number, wearing number 6 tonight, he almost had a pick 6 there. Glenbard East breathing a sigh of relief. That could have been all kinds of bad.
Yep. Well, we're in the 4th quarter, and you got to know, I'm going to see who wants this one the most. I'd actually say they're pretty even, these two teams, after what I've seen.
Great matchup and a great game thus far, and I think we got a great finish line ahead of us. Johnson again, motion to the far side. Right up the middle, Oberly slashing through to the secondary, still on his feet, all the way down to the 30.
20 yards up the middle. Wow.
You know, and we were talking about it. Maybe we overthought it. You know, we were saying, why would you run right at that big, oversized defensive line? Well, they're doing so rather effectively.
Yes. They're split to the left here.
Yes, they are. Quick hitter to Johnson back on the far side. Nearly hit immediately. Short gain.
Not afraid to throw that ball like you were saying earlier. He just, you know.
Well, and we continue to say, you know, we're impressed with Rack and his composure as the game goes on. And yeah, he's had a couple throws that were just an eyelash away from being really bad. But they keep throwing. Johnson in motion here to the near side this time. Overly up the middle once again. Why not? It's working. And by keeping the ball on the ground, they keep that clock running, keeping that Blackhawk offense on the sideline.
And that extra point missed could be big.
There's no question the Blackhawks are going to get the ball back one way or another. There's a lot of football yet to be played, so don't want to get presumptive yet. Rack looking left, flush from the pocket. Tried to get back up the middle and was dragged down for a short loss.
Yeah.
Interesting to see the play call coming at us here, Bob.
Yeah. Well, these few runs coming in here, they're setting them up to let one go into the end zone. I feel it.
Field position. The ball's on the far hash.
There's your buddy, number 12.
Kenny Adams. Slot left. Single back set. Rack looking to the right. Over the middle, complete. Johnson. I tell you what, they're not as flashy, but they are very diverse because they've got a few different, it's not just Adams, not just Johnson. Oberle's running well. And then when you forget about all them, you got 34, Shockey.
They're executing their plays. I mean, it's just like you said, their execution. What are you going to do?
Trips left, Johnson right, motion here to the near side. There's the Oberle handoff up the middle.
They're trying to run in against the blitz is what they're doing.
Okay, but you see that, right? I'll call it before the play next time, but yeah, they're still executing it, but they did keep them to just a very short game there. But for whatever reason, that formation in motion has opened up the middle.
Yeah. Well, when they send in a blitz, they say run up the middle, but run at them, and they've been blitzing.
Johnson, motion left, Rex looking left, pressure to the corner, overthrown. We'll bring up 3rd and 9.
West Aurora had them all covered too. It was an overthrow, but everyone was covered.
Well, and
surprised he got it away.
He's got, real good sense of timing to where he hangs on to it long enough, but then he gets rid of it just in time.
Yes, he does, man. It's 26-20, I'll tell you. We're in a dogfight, West Aurora.
I don't think we need to tell them. They know it. Rack rolling left, mishandled the snap momentarily on the run to the end zone. Overthrown, incomplete. Will bring up a big 4th down.
West Aurora had him covered too.
And I don't know their kicking situation, but they might be bringing on a field goal attempt here. I see number 11, Ben Campos, working his way in. Kenny Adams taking an injury timeout.
Gives them time to figure out what they want to do now.
The 6:36 left to play here in the 4th quarter. The visiting Glenbard East Rams are facing 4th and 9 from the Blackhawk 14-yard line.
And you can hear the home team West Aurora fans going.
Back to the end zone. Short, but complete at the 2-yard line. That's a 1st down.
It's complete. I'm stunned. That was a great catch. Oh my gosh. 2-yard line.
If I had one word to describe quarterback Jared Reck, what would it be?
Fearless.
He hung in that pocket and
West Aurora defender was all over him. The pass still got to him and a great catch.
Talk about a gunslinger. He hung in, threw it, completed it. First and goal for the visiting Rams.
The way they've been jerking through the middle, like you said, that's probably what they're going to do right now.
I would look for Reck to keep it, and he does. Up the middle, working the left side. Just pulled down short of the goal line.
Yeah, what hasn't he done? He don't have a touchdown yet, right? That's about it.
I did not graduate from there, but I'm proud to say that I did attend Georgia Tech. So when I see 7 running the ball like that, I think Ramblin' Wreck.
Come on, West Aurora. Now let's cause a fumble.
Trips right. Jeremy Johnson left. Oberly on the left hip.
Fumble, interception, fumble.
Little snap.
It is. I don't know who's got it.
Wow, Reck did recover it, but
Who's underneath him? There's one more there. That's him. Look at, there's 2. We got it. Come on, West Aurora, you had it. There's a fumble on the field.
I hate to break this to you, Bobby, but Reck did recover that, although the defender
Like I
stole
said,
it away from
what
him.
hasn't Reck done tonight?
But what a loss all the way back to the 19-yard line. You had first and goal from the 2.
This is big.
Second and goal from the 1. Now, third and goal.
You can hear West Aurora's fans. They're getting noisy now. They needed one more stop.
Actually, 2.
2 more stops. Come on.
Reck rolling right, fakes the pump to the right, back to Shockey on the left. Good open field tackle at about the 14-yard line.
Wow.
Lestrion Tittle.
Can they do it one more? West Aurora trying to hold them down. One more. This is a big stop. That one missed extra point could come into play here. And there's no guarantee West Aurora is going to score when they get that ball back.
Third and goal from the 13-yard line. Jeremy Johnson by himself here on the numbers. Trips right.
4th down. Here we go.
4th and goal. Reck to the end zone. Falls incomplete.
Wow. West Aurora
Davon
takes
Brooks.
back over the ball, as you can hear the fans.
Davon Brooks broke on it, and there was 2 other defenders there.
Yeah, front lineman made him throw it, too. He kept fighting his way there. Number 93 was right up in there.
Oh, the errant snap with the 17-yard loss.
West Aurora's got to be breathing easier now.
Well, I tell you what, there's 3.5 minutes left to play. This ball game is far from over. Tamaroo.
Whoa.
And that's Salter.
Good little run up the middle. Yep.
Well, and yeah, West Aurora here, you got to go ground and pound. They could literally run the clock out with a couple first downs.
And break one. We just on a normal play. That's the advantage of West Aurora. That speed. But I agree. Please keep it on the ground. I don't even want them to throw it.
Glenbard East really stacking the box.
Looked like a face mask.
It did look like a face mask. Did the ball come loose? Glenbard East came out of it. Number 14, Jake Backa with the ball.
No face mask call.
An apparent missed face mask.
Yeah, I saw it.
We all seemed to see it. What a break for Glenbard East.
Wow.
All right, Bobby.
Talk about a momentum changer. Now, West Aurora's got to suck it up again.
That's right. And before this game started, you said this will be a real good chance for the defense to show themselves. They held once. They're going to have to do it one more time.
Yes, they do.
And listen to this home crowd.
Under 3 minutes left.
Cheering them on.
West Aurora with a 6-point lead. Glenbard East with the ball.
From the Blackhawks 35-yard line. Delayed handoff to Oberly. Room to run. Picks up 5.
Yep. 5-yard pickup.
Now Glenbard East, they've only got one timeout remaining, so not as much time as you might think.
Too, correct.
Could be a factor. Second and 5 from the 30. 2 receivers to each side. Reck looking and rolling. Intercepted.
Yes.
Returned all the way out across the 25-yard line. Really don't know who he was intending that pass to go to.
West Aurora rose to the occasion. That's just one of the few mistakes that quarterback has made.
Big interception.
Showing the 2 big plays at the end. West Aurora's defense rose when they had to. Now,
you're going to see a whole lot of 32 here on the next couple plays, I got to think.
Or they'll break one around the end. These guys can scamper.
It's Cameron.
They're not afraid to send him up the middle either. I mean, boom. It's not just the fullback.
Oh, actually, that was number 20, Cameron Moore. Boy, I tell you what, they have a number of athletes. Looks like we've got a Ram player injured as well.
Yeah, that stops the clock with 1 minute and 58 seconds left.
Take an injury timeout and be back after this.
Fried food, but the problem is it's fried in oil. Lots and lots of oil. And that means added calories. But what if you could eat the fried foods you love with little to no oil, without the guilt, and without the extra calories, but still have that great taste? Imagine mountains of piping hot French fries, crisp, snap-apart onion rings, golden fried chicken wings, guilt-free. Introducing the Power Air Fryer XL, the 6-in-1 revolutionary kitchen miracle with one-touch technology that fries with superheated cyclonic air, with little to no oil and up to 80% less fat.
We're so sure you're going to love your Power Air Fryer XL. You can try it risk-free in your home for 60 days. If you don't absolutely love it, send it back for a refund, no questions asked.
This special offer will end without notice, so you must call or go online right now.
Do it or go 1-800-384-1549 or go to powerairfryer.com. This offer is not available in stores, so don't delay. Call now.
Just under 2 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. West Aurora Blackhawks leading by 6. Buchanan off the left side. Oh boy, a shoestring away.
From breaking that, yep. Got the first down.
Literally an ankle tackle away, or else he'd be in the end zone.
He's got that quick step, man. The way he steps is amazing.
Now he's just a junior, right? So, you know, you look at the number of players that West Aurora will have back. It's really impressive with the depth and the youth of this program. There's T.D. Tittle across midfield, rumbling all the way down inside the 40.
Rumbling, stumbling, as our man Chris Berman would say.
All right. To me, that's a high school Jerome Bettis kind of run.
Right out. We're down, yep.
No stopping him. Just like he's running downhill.
Another first down. He's fast and powerful.
Strong combination. And now the Rams are out of timeouts.
Going to 32 again, I bet.
Well, they've gone to the victory formation. Glenbard East cannot stop the clock. Will truly be academic. We're seeing some good sportsmanship, and that's really good to see as things did get a little chippy down there.
Yeah, they were dicey, and Glenbard East, like you said from the get-go, they came in determined. They did not play like an 0-3 team.
No, they sure did not. And the band is going to be able to close this one out in style. Tamaru takes a knee And that will be it. The clock will run out. And I got to tell you, Bobby, I know that we saw a better game than we anticipated. I got to think the Blackhawks feel the same way. As the clock winds down, they're going to win by 6, but boy, they got what they bargained for here.
I was totally impressed with Glenbard East. Their play calling, their execution, everything. West Aurora, I'm proud of. Their defense came out when they had to. They had the 2 stops, the fumble, stopped them 3 times in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, and just a classic football game. Glenbard East, again, the quarterback Jared Reck, fearless, under fire, made plays by extending plays. Receivers got open. But yeah, in the end, the depth and the speed of the Blackhawk team really prevailed.
Yes, they did. So proud again to be a Blackhawk. Just want to throw that in. West Aurora, you had me nervous, I got to tell you.
Well, they earned it. Now, next week, the Blackhawks go to South Elgin.
South Elgin beat them. Actually, South Elgin beat
Glenbard East.
Glenbard East 37-22.
So a very good team will be a very interesting matchup. So I tell you what, we couldn't have asked for a better night here. The weather was great. The band was incredible.
Fans came out. We had a packed house here at West Aurora. They're really proud of their Blackhawks.
Well, and as much as we talked about this West Aurora Blackhawk offense, ultimately it was the defense that won the game, but it wasn't the big guys up front.
Right.
It was a couple guys in the secondary.
Defensive backs. We had a couple good, and don't forget the return interception was called back.
That's right. That is right.
60 yards, number 7.
So I tell you what, Bobby, it is always a pleasure when you join me in the booth, especially here. And you know what? I got a feeling we're coming back to West Aurora because they got some tough matchups ahead of them, but I think they have postseason in their future.
Yes, I hope you're right, and I'm really proud of them. They did make me nervous today, Larry. I'll tell you what, that Glenbard East team, they had me nervous. I thought it was going to be a little bit easier.
And that is high school football at its finest. You could not find a better night to get out with your family and friends to come here to Zimmerman Field.
Had a great night. What a good night for football. Like you said, the band was good, the fans were good. I guess I'm just really happy because West Aurora hung on to win.
Absolutely. So always a pleasure. And to you folks at home, check us out on Facebook. You'll see the game in its entirety. You can also see it on YouTube.
Thank you so much, Larry. Always fun to work with you.
It's my pleasure.